How's everyone doing today?
Andrew. Right here.
So, when did you start playing football?
Fairly young. I was 8 years old. Yeah.
Really? Okay. But when did your passion for football begin?
We used to throw stones around in the early times. Me and the other cavemen.
Okay. That's enough.
Hi, Andrew. What team are you on? iPhone or Samsung?
I thought I was gonna say I'm on the Colts. What are you talking? Neither. I have a flip phone still. If you can believe it. I wish I had it with me so I can show it to you, but I don't.
Huh? Okay. Okay, and why is that?
I can't afford it. That was a joke. I can afford it, clearly.
Okay, thank you.
Next. Hey, how you doing?
How do you like playing for the Indianapolis Colts?
I love it. I love it every single day I come to work. And I don't really have to do much but throw a ball, even in practice. So, I lift weights, but I'm sorry. I'm just going to get that out of the way. Yeah, I love it. I love the organization. I hope to be here for a long time. Yeah.
How are your teammates?
I love it. Quarterback.
All right.
Thanks, everybody, for your time. It was fun.
Unpersonal to the Indianapolis Colts. Actually, it is personal. I don't care about your fan base. I don't have no beef with them. I don't have no beef with TTC Savior. I don't have no beef with Shelby Gaiman or whatever his name is. I don't have no beef with Colts 97. I hate your team. And that's just the whole stick of the yard. So let's go ahead and get down to it. Sunday night football. Colts are coming to Houston, 8:30, prime time on Sunday night game. This is going to be a big game. A lot of people are like, oh, man, this is going to suck. You know, these two teams, AFC South, they're trash, blah, 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 blah. Anytime you got a division game going in the Sunday night football, it's a big fucking game. I already know. I'm going to hear in the comments section, we're 2-9 all-time in primetime games, fully aware of that. I'm also aware that Brock Osweiler is the only starting quarterback that has allowed an interception in every game. I also know that the Colts are 23-5 against us, so let's just save the statistics for another day. And let's just get down to basics. This is going to be a really good game. In fact, I think this game might determine the division right here, because if the Colts win and the Tennessee Titans win, we're all at a 3-3 tie, and Jacksonville wins, they're only half the game behind because of the fact that they already had their bye. I told everybody the AFC South, this is not a division that's going to be, no one's going to run away with this division. It's going to come down to last week. There's going to be a lot of scenarios involving all of our division opponents. I wouldn't even doubt it if all four teams have a chance to win the division going into the final week. This is how competitive the AFC South is. Like it or not, that's what it's going to be for a long, long time. So anyways, I hate the Indianapolis Colts. I hate them with the passion because of the simple fact that, well, of course, they won 23 out of 28 meetings. Last year, for the very first time in franchise history, we went into Indianapolis and we finally overtook that monkey off of our back and conquered the streak of 0-14 in Indianapolis, which was a huge win. And now I'm hoping we can start a new streak of winning games in Indianapolis. We've never swept them before. Every year it's been a season split. And I think this year is a perfect opportunity to get the 2-0 over the Indianapolis Colts for the first time ever. And it's going on 15 years. Now let me tell you something about the Indianapolis Colts. They're ranked right now, according to the stats that I've read here, they're ranked 29th in defense overall in their pass offense. Wow. They're allowing so much yardage through the air, it's unreal. Now, of course, J.J. Watts is still on the injury reserve list, and they said Whitney Merciless and Benardrick McKinney should be able to play this week. You know, they were like questionable or something like that. I don't know if they had like minor injuries or whatever, but obviously they're going to play. They're going to put some pressure on that O-line from Indianapolis. It says right here, the Colts are 29th in passing yards allowed, the 20th in rushing yards allowed. So obviously they're ranked in the 20s in terms of rushing and passing. So that's going to be really good for the Houston Texans, coming in with a lot of confidence. As long as our offensive line is blocking, we should be able to get some yardage. If we can run on this defense, Lavon Miller is going to have a 100-yard rushing day. Mark my fucking words, Colts fans. Mark my fucking words. We're going to go ahead and rush for 150 yards with Lavon Miller. And I don't even really consider him a top running back of the league. But he's going to look like a Hall of fucking Famer this Sunday night when he's rushing for 150 yards on your fucking defensive line. It says Texans here, the 3-point favorite at home. Texans are predicted to win 24-20 according to ESPN. Now, obviously, I'm not, saying this is a guaranteed win because obviously, how am I going to talk shit about my team when I just know they're not playing that good? And when we have primetime games, we're 2-9 in primetime games all time. Indianapolis has had tons of primetime games where they've won. And one thing about Andrew Luck is if you never know which Andrew Luck's going to show up. Is it going to be the bad one or is it going to be the good one? Hopefully this week it'll be the bad one. But if the Texans can somehow get this win against Indy, which will be a key pivotal moment during the season as we're now nearing into week 6, this will be a very pivotal game here in terms of momentum and in terms of the direction it's going to take our team through the rest of the season because we got Denver after this week. So, again, TTC Savior, no hate for you, buddy. I understand you going through that hurricane or whatever and doing the cleanup and everything, so I'm willing to negate, the bashing and everything. Let's just put that to the side for the second time we faced you in Indianapolis. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to talk shit about your team, all right? T.Y. Hilton obviously is your biggest weapon, and he hasn't been used effectively. Andrew Luck, you show when he's under a lot of pressure. He makes horrible decisions, and not only that, but he led the NFL. He was in the top 5 in sacks last year, probably is again this year. And I think the Houston Texans defense at home with that home crowd in NRG Stadium is going to be screaming and yelling. He's going to have to go to a soft count because that hard count's not going to be able to draw our team off sides. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to see a lot of false starts in this game by Indianapolis. You're going to see a lot of neutral zone infractions because that crowd is going to get so loud that Andrew Luck is going to have trouble. He's going to be doing this the whole game. And then when it's hut and the ball goes in his hand, that bitch is running around. I guarantee you when you got a headless horseman like fucking Whitney Merciless just running down and Devaniel Clowney just running in and Christian Covington and fucking Vince Wilfork are just pounding through that fucking O-line because that O-line can't block for shit. And Luck's going to be running around. I mean, we're going to have Luck running like a bitch with his head cut off. Like a chicken with his head cut off. And that's what's going to happen on Sunday Night Football. And you guys are going to be there to see the whole thing. I anticipate this game is going to be really close. I wouldn't even be shocked if the lead goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But at the end of the day, I think in the fourth quarter when it matters the most, the Texans somehow find a way to pull it through. We win this game 27, Colts 17. Again, this is a big division. If you guys don't think this is a big game, you're sadly mistaken. Colts and Texans, no. There's a possibility of a 3-way tie coming out of this weekend, and that means all hats are off. That means Titans, Texans, Colts, and Jaguars will be probably 2 and 3 because I anticipate them beating the Bears. This is definitely a 4-man division race. This is a 4-man division race, and this will continue to the end of the year. Mark my words. The last week of the season, I guarantee you all 4 teams will still be in the hunt to win that division. Really competitive division. Brock Osweiler, obviously, if we want to win this game, It's going to have to come on the arm strength of Brock Osweiler. He's going to be able to connect to DeAndre Hopkins because there's no excuse for DeAndre Hopkins having 4 yards in the last 6 quarters. No excuse for that. We have to be able to fix this problem. And how do we fix this problem? Throw him the ball. You got to throw him the ball. He's got to get open, right? So throw the man the ball. And what else do we got? Jalen Strong, you got to be more involved in this game. You've been awfully kind of quiet lately. Braxton Miller, where the hell have you been? We got to see you on the field. This game right here is going to be a very big game. And we need our A game from our receivers. And we already know what the running game can do against that D-line. I guarantee you, Lavon Miller, he's probably going to get some touches this game. Be expecting a 100-yard rushing game from him, but the receivers as well are going to have to get involved in this game. I'm aware Indianapolis is now 2-3, and they got a little bit momentum as they won last week against the Bears, pulled it off the last seconds or whatever. But this is going to be a game like no other in Indianapolis. I mean, you're going up against your division rival here. You're going up against a team that's not used to being bullied around. You might own the all-time record, but as the last couple of years, we have been punching you in the mouth, and we have been competing with you on both sides of the field, on both sides of the ball. So you know for a fact, this is not your average, we're going into a place where we're 23-5 all-time. No, that no longer applies in this case because when you come into our house in NRG Stadium on Sunday night, we're coming for fucking blood, and we're coming to rip your fucking heads off and guarantee you we're going to send Indianapolis and their fan base flying back to Indianapolis at 2-4. 2-4, baby. Mark your words. Texans will win this game 27-17. It's going to start off close. Couple-ish lead shift changes. Somehow Texans pull away with a 2-score lead, and Indianapolis is unable to respond to that. I don't know if TTC Savior is going to respond to that. We had a little off-season drama. Shelby made a hate week. Shout out to you, but I hate your damn team. And you know what this is. This is division rivalries. We are coming to rip heads off. We're coming to kick doors down. We're coming to stomp you in the face. And you know, once Brock Osweiler gets cooking, and once we test that arm strength, and once he's in the pocket, he's getting 3-4 second dropbacks, he's going to be able to connect to his receivers. I guarantee you, DeAndre Hopkins is not going to have the same stats he's had in the last 6 quarters. They're going to throw the ball to him a lot more. Because I don't know if anybody on your team's capable of staying on DeAndre Hopkins. The last 2 games, you played Minnesota, you had Rhodes on him. And the other game, the game against Patriots, of course, probably not going to win. We're not going to beat top-tier quality teams. I don't see Indianapolis as a top-tier quality playoff team. I just don't. All right? We're going to win this game. Now, like I said, it's going to be a little close at first. Shift changes are going to happen. But at the end of the day, boom! See that logo back there? That logo right there? That's what's going to happen at the end. Houston Texans fans, it's time to get loud, and it's time to put that bitch Andrew Luck, make him tap out in submission. Because on Sunday night, in front of the whole entire world, you're going to see Texans Super Bowl contender-like style defense. And you're going to see Battle Red. I think it's a Battle Red day. We play really well on Battle Red day. We're wearing our old ketchup colors again. We're on fire. This team's going to play with a lot of heart and a lot of passion. You're going to see it on primetime football on Sunday. So get your popcorn ready and get your drinks ready because the Texans are going to go to 4-2 as we travel to Denver next week in another must-win game. Because now it's starting to come down to playoffs and making a run towards that bye and everything. And believe me, the Texans need all the wins they can get right now. Did anything make me nervous about this game? The fact that we're playing prime time, 2-9 all time. Other than that, we don't fear the Colts anymore. We used to naturally have a natural fear for Indianapolis until Peyton Manning left. That fear is gone now. When we play Indianapolis, we know we can beat them any given Sunday. Any given Sunday, doesn't matter the time of the year, we're going to kick their ass. And that's the same thing that's going to happen at 8:30 on Sunday Night Football. Prime TV in front of millions of fans around the world watching. So Colts fans, get on your knees and bow down to your kings. The true AFC South division leader at the end of the year. Going on 2 years in a row. There you go. You see that logo right there? That's what it's all about. If Indianapolis realistically wants to beat us, or if they have a possibility of beating us, which I highly doubt. The only thing they're going to do is they're going to have to get to Brock Osweiler. I mean, obviously, that's your number one thing is to get to the quarterback. If they somehow play really good defense, like especially against the run, and they force Osweiler to have to pass all the time, they might actually have a chance to beat us. Well, let's just be honest. I don't see it happening. I see the Texans coming out of this game. I see Levon Miller, 100 yards plus rushing. I see DeAndre Hopkins with over 80 reception yards, 4 receptions, 80 yards, and maybe 2 TDs in this game. Beautiful, isn't it? I see Levon Miller maybe getting a touchdown or 2. Like I said, this game is going to be 27, Colts 17. And that's all I pretty much have to say for this hate week. I don't know if TTC Savior or Shelby is going to respond. If they respond, I'll make a respond. Shout out to my boy H-Town Nation. Shout out to my boy, what's his name? Joseph Timmy. Shout out to you boys. I know you make Texans vids. And I'm officially signing out. That's what it's all about right there. That's where the Super Bowl is this year, Super Bowl 51. That's where the Super Bowl is, and that's where we're going, baby. That's where we're going. We're going to the promised land. And it starts this Sunday in Houston as we take out the trash Indianapolis Colts. And I'm signing out.